undead, where evil lurks in every shadow and monsters roam the streets, mankind's only survival rests in the hands of two Welsh warriors. Armed with boomsticks, chainsaws, bad language, these beacons of hope will stop at nothing to obliterate deadites, vampires, psychotic nurses. So, hold tight, strap in, and let the professionals take charge. Otherwise, you're in for a rough, blood-soaked night.
Hey.
We're back. How's it going?
Yeah, not bad, are you?
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm, well, I say good. I'm full of cold. I'm a Curtis this week. No hangover. Just an old school.
At least I've got the decency to cancel instead of coming on you and moaning.
Hang on. You moan all the time. In fact, you must have had something really serious for you to cancel because you got ill every fucking Friday, Sunday.
No, this was extra ill. This was proper flu.
Old school ill.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's things?
Yeah, not bad. Cinema today to see Corpse Bride with the daughter.
Oh, I'm trying to get my daughter to go. She didn't really like Nightmare Before Christmas, so I'm not 100%. Will she like it?
Yeah. I think tonally it's very different to Nightmare Before Christmas.
He didn't do it, did he? It's not Tim Burton didn't direct that one, did he? He produced it, didn't it?
He didn't do Nightmare Before Christmas.
Just produced it, is it?
Yeah, and it's based on his book.
Right. I see. I knew there was something.
Henry Selick directed Nightmare Before Christmas. He did James and the Giant Peach and Coraline.
Right. Oddly enough, we rented to pay money for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the Johnny Depp one, because my daughter, she's only 10, and she loves Beetlejuice. It's her new favorite film. So obviously we rented the second one, and she just hated every second of it. And
so you went for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and not Edward Scissorhands?
No, let me finish. We watched Beetlejuice 2 and she really hated it. And when I was watching it, it was so slow at the start. I felt her discomfort of like, this is really slow. Like I don't know how she feels. And she said I hate it. And then I stuck Edward Scissorhands on. She loved it.
Yeah, she did.
She loved the wackiness of it. She's definitely got a type of film she likes. And she just liked the fact it was just so surreal and didn't have to make any sense.
Yeah.
And then she was just in the mood for some more Tim Burton. So I said, look, let's watch Charlie and Chocolate Factory. She did enjoy it. I didn't like it as much as the other one.
No. My daughter's obsessed with Tim Burton.
Yeah.
Room is covered in Tim Burton stuff. Went to see Corpse Bride today. She had a Corpse Bride t-shirt on. She put blue makeup, blue makeup on her face. She even had a Corpse Bride bag. I got kicked it out.
Yeah, awesome. Do you know?
Chip off the old block.
I really look. Charlie and Chocolate Factory looks beautiful. It's colourful. It's surreal. Everything you expect from Tim Burton. But I know they try to do something different. But it's so inferior to the Gene Wilder one. Like. The ending, spoiler alert, he gives the factory and then to the Charlie, he said, no, I don't want it if you can't take my family. Then there's like half an hour of Willy Wonka depressed in his factory. I'm like, this is awful ending. Like, just to have a different ending, they made it shit.
I hate Johnny Depp's performance in that film.
Terrible.
I can't stand it. Now, I get it. He's supposed to be a bit of an outcast, a bit of an oddball. He lives alone in a chocolate factory with Oompa Loompas. He's going to be a bit quirky and a bit different. I hate that performance.
Yeah.
I'm quite fond of Johnny Depp, or at least I used to be. I used to watch all his films. I think he's a fantastic actor. And a lot of it's down to the direction Tim Burton wanted to go, and obviously he gave him pointers on how we wanted Willy Wonka to be, but I just think it's a horrific performance.
Yeah,
I hate it.
He looks ridiculous.
I hate his haircut, his stupid smile, everything about him.
He looks like Michael Jackson, like late Michael Jackson, like weird looking. He also like giving him a backstory. I'm like, when you watch Gene Wilder's performance, he like Johnny Depp hits his head against the glass elevator like he's a buffoon. Willy Wonka couldn't hit his head if he tried. He's like this perfect sort of specimen that almost didn't have a childhood. He's just like an alien. And to give him like, oh, his father was mean to him and he was a dentist. I don't want to hear all that shit. I want him to be an alien. He doesn't need an origin, a backstory.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
And having all the Oompa Loompas, the same dude, multiplied. It's just fucking shit.
Yeah, I didn't like the Oompa Loompas either.
No, yeah, awful. And then I started watching today, I haven't finished it yet, Rec 4 Apocalypse.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, even though I like 1, 2, and 3, I never watched 4. See, I think same with you.
So you didn't watch the Man with the Black Umbrella?
No, I didn't want to pay for it yet. But I was in the middle of watching that anyway.
I'm always skeptical asking you to watch films. I never trust what your opinion's going to be. I've got friends, right, who I can recommend a film and I know for a fact they like it. Because obviously tastes match, but you're all over the place, man. I hate recommending you films. Although I do know your taste and I know I can recommend a film that you might like, but The Man with the Black Umbrella is one of those films I reckon you're going to pick holes in it.
Well, you were surprised when I said I enjoyed Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, I was.
And
really
you were surprised how much I loved Piranha. So I think if a shit film's made well, it doesn't make sense. If a B movie is made the way it's meant to.
You just wanted to make sense.
Yes. Yes, I did. I got to say, no, I don't want to pick old wounds, but talking to a client of mine who...
Oh, don't tell me a client of mine said VHS Halloween was shit.
He loves worse films than you love, right? His favorite film
I don't want to hear it, Jenks.
Is Paranormal Farm 1, 2, and 3. And he said, yeah, this is the worst Halloween one. The worst one of all. That
means nothing, Jenks. It's one person with an opinion.
An opinion?
It means nothing. I've spoke to 10 people who absolutely loved VHS Halloween. They think it's one of the best ones. Look at the scores online for it. You can't say that, Jenks, because... Yeah, okay, maybe that's his opinion on it, but you can't bring that up as if I'm going to go now. I have to go like this now. Oh.
Well, if...
You got me.
But if you say...
Because this guy likes shit films, his opinion matters.
If you say the scores online, Rotten Tomatoes, well, how come VHS 2 has got lower scores?
Oh, it doesn't matter, does it? I'm not saying
bring
that's
up
the
scores.
Bible. No. I'm not saying that's the Bible. I'm just saying there are plenty of people out there that love VHS Halloween.
Yeah, bless them.
You brought up one random person from Llanelli who likes Paranormal Farm, and all of a sudden now he's the final word on this.
Just saying,
if he doesn't like it,
saying he loves street trash. He loves those sort of films.
Look, there have been many people that have come on this podcast that liked Presents.
Yes,
shocked me. Okay,
I was about to
shocked me.
I was about to say Davey, but then I remembered that he really doesn't like Chronicle, so I don't know where I stand with Davey's opinion.
Look. After Presents, I've stopped caring about what anyone thinks about any movie because I finally realised that people don't know what they're talking about.
Yes, that was a scientific experiment. I finally realised.
I've nailed it.
Everybody,
you know that moment where when Frankenstein actually gets the job done and he's like, it's alive. Is that moment?
And everybody is dumb but me, you thought.
Yeah.
Anyway, before we go off on a tangent, let's say hello to a few people. Jordan Moran's in the house. How's it going, Jordan?
Before we go off on a tangent, we talked about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory for 20 minutes.
Look, everybody knows. Don't tune in until at least 15 minutes in. Jill John's in the house. How's it going, Jill? Nice to see you.
All right, Jill.
Ella Starr, happy Sunday. Curtis and Jenks, how are you both? We're very well-ish. Well, I'm ill, as I said.
Oh, Jenks, shut up.
Yes, I don't want any sympathy. Look, it's not for me to say I'm a hero or not, but it's up to the chat, obviously.
Do you know what, Ella? I'm doing fantastic.
Yes, I didn't cancel the show when I was ill, but let's crack on. Yes, Ben's in the house. How's it going, dude? We have got Vivian's in the house. Hi, Vivian.
Hiya, Viv.
Palf. How's it going, Palf? And we have got anyone else here? We've got Tyler Adams. How's it going,
Hey,
Tyler?
what's happening, Tyler?
Wendy Palfred, evening all. Sorry I'm late. Don't worry, you've just missed shit. You've missed if you're a big fan of Charlie Chocolate Factory, you've missed some epic chat. Yes, I think is that Gory Tigers in the house. How's it going, Gory?
What's happening, Gory?
Can't get enough of that handle. It's a great name, Gory Tiger, and it's so random. Yes,
it's
awesome.
It's not as random as Tyler Adams. How random is that name? or Jordan Moran.
Jordan Moran is a great name. It sounds like a pseudonym of an author, doesn't it?
John Moran, yeah, because it sounds good. It's the AN.
Yeah, like his name is probably like Keith Smith. John Moran.
It's the name of someone who watches horror podcasts on YouTube.
Yes, yeah. Anywho, we are doing the best and worst of 2000 horror ranking. Now, I hate putting 2000 because I don't want people to think that it's just the whole millennium. Just the 1 year.
Can I just give a quick shout out to the year 2000? What a terrible year for horror movies. Absolutely shocking. So, I didn't put the list together. I seen the list about an hour before we do to go live, and I was like, I know nothing about any of these movies. How many did we remove?
Only three. There's a couple. Normally we try to do films that we've both seen, but there's a couple that we each individually have seen. Just
if we're doing this year, we're gonna have to take some sort of hit on knowledge because half of the films there I don't want to watch again.
That is why when I made that amazing video, 1999 horror movies, the freakish year, it wasn't like the start of something great. 1998 was a shit year, and 2000 was a shit year. It was just very unique. Because I did look, I thought, maybe 99 was just a good year, and the next year was good, but this 2000 was really shit. As you will soon find out.
I've just seen in the chat that Tyler has finally watched Talk to Me. I'm glad you enjoyed that one, pal. You have to watch Bring Her Back.
Yeah.
Nothing will dethrone that movie now, and there's not many movies left to try and dethrone it this year now. But yeah, that's firmly on number one spot for me. Bring Her Back.
And Jordan has just told us it is his real name. He's not called Jeff Jones. Nothing wrong with Jeff. Any Jeffs out there? Jeff, Gary, and Keith. Your father's called Gary. There's no more Garys getting born, is there?
No, I did read an article about I think they're going to be gone by the year 2030.
Well, all dead, you mean? Like
there'll be no more Garys in this world.
Yeah, it'll be like like veterans, and we like they bring out the last like the World War II survivors, and then there's the last of the Garys, all in wheelchairs.
Do you know there's a thing, right? Have you ever? I don't know if it's ever happened to you, but someone at some point will make a group chat on Facebook. Say, for instance, it's Curtis Davis, and they will add in every Curtis Davis they can find, and then they'll start a chat. So all the Curtis Davises in the world can talk. Yeah.
And narrow it down then, like ginger Curtis Davises or moustaches.
Yeah.
Or you'll have sad bastards like, oh, I'm Curtis. Bullshit. You're not. You're called Keith. Oh, bastards. Yeah. Anyway, we're going off on a tangent. 15 minutes. We're right. We're allowed to talk 15 minutes. So look how beautiful this looks like. Ooh. Worked hard on that.
I love that.
I know. Or do you all prefer? Oh, Jesus Christ!
Get it off.
Yeah,
it's
so nice.
Look at that. That's lovely.
I know. That's why we tweaked it recently, like to not have this. But I wanted this because it's easier for people to see. But the small one was so shit. Anyway, we have got. I've kind of repurposed my zombie channel's ranking titles because I'm just sick of trying to find amazing titles all the time, as they always are.
Do you know what it is, Jenks? You're ill and you needed a break. You don't have to use your brain. So
Yeah.
yeah, I understand, Jenks. You're ill and you needed a little break.
Now,
Okay.
those of you who are members of my subscribers of my zombie channel, these titles rankings do look a little bit zombie-ish, but you know, it's a horror channel. Anything with dead in it, it plays, whether you're a ghost or not. So the lower one is
Did you see the tumbleweed then when you said members of my channel? Tumbleweed just went across.
So the lowest one is rotten shit.
I'm putting everything in rotten shit.
Next one up is cold corpse. Then there's slight decay, a little bit nicer. Dead good and horror heaven. The only thing I've changed was my channel said zombie heaven. Just changed the top one. Who cares? You know what I was thinking about doing? I was thinking, oh, should I'm like, who gives a shit?
Who cares? Who cares? Like,
Nobody
talk
gives.
about continuity. Like,
Yeah, people are going, oh, I don't know the direction they're going.
although there's a lot of decay in Requiem for a Dream.
Yes, you're right. This is very, very grim. It should have its own category. Grimmest movie ever.
Yeah.
Okay, so first up we have Final Destination.
Yeah.
I'm kind of, I don't think I need to put these pictures up, do I? What do you think? Just keep it on this page?
Keep it on that page, man. It's fine.
Yeah,
big
okay.
Screens. Make the most of the big screens.
All right. Yes, first up, we've got Final Destination. I don't want to spend too long talking about this because it seems to have come up about 20 times in the last few months. We did a ranking of the series. We talked about it talked about number 6.
Ranking deaths.
Ranking deaths. And I got to say, as much as it's great and it's the template of a very consistently successful and creative series, oddly enough, I didn't think it was as good when I watched them back to back, 1 and 6 in the cinema, like a double bill. And it is a great film, great concept, because the opening segments have got so elaborate now. Just a little a plane explosion seems really kind of tame now. But I still will put this in dead good because it's cracking.
Yeah, I really, really rank this film. Yeah, you've got a good point, because even if you're looking at just Final Destination 2, they've already taken it to that next level, and they've kind of kept doing that throughout the film. So obviously going back and rewatching this one after the crazy shit you've seen for the rest of the movies, it is a tougher one to get through. It's not. This one just feels more of like a base level horror movie, and the Grim Reaper, let's call him, just feels like a serial killer. He's picking them off one by one. It doesn't feel like these massive elaborate setups and deaths.
Yeah.
It's more, this one I would say feels the most like a horror movie, if you'll agree, Jenks. It's dark, it's grimy. Grim Reaper feels like a serial killer, which I love about it. And this one feels like a film that can stand on its own. It feels like a movie that didn't even need any sequels. If this was a standalone solo horror movie from the year 2000, I'd put it in the same place. Dead good.
Dead good, is it? Okay.
Yeah. I think it's my third favourite in the franchise.
Dead good,
probably,
yes.
Probably my third.
You can't beat these titles. Dead good is honestly some of the shit that we were doing before was so
dead good,
so elaborate. It stinks. It's shit. It's like, which one's which? I don't know. I can't remember. And like some of them do mental ones, like the naming quotes from films like we start people doing. You're like, and I don't know what level that is.
Yeah.
Right. Next up, Kurt, we've got. You can take this one because I haven't seen it. Surprise, surprise. Leprechaun 4, is it, or 5? In the Hood.
5. Fourth one was in space.
You couldn't say
Just
it.
saying that. Leprechaun on the Moon is called.
Yeah, there's 2 hoods though, isn't there? He goes back to the hood, doesn't he?
It's a 2. Back to the Hood.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, guys, this is more far-fetched than space. It's like so many franchises have gone, oh, okay, people are done on Earth, let's send them to space. Somehow, Leprechaun going to the Hood seems more far-fetched and more ridiculous than the Leprechaun in space. this film, I used to own it on DVD, right? Because I'm a completionist. I had all the Leprechauns on DVD. I never had the sequel to this. I give up. I seen this one. And honestly, guys, this one's an absolute piece of shit. And I think, right, Warwick Davis is quite a highbrow actor. He's been in...
Highbrow.
We're very PC here, okay? We're very PC.
Oh, you should have had me on the podcast.
Leprechaun, a leprechaun. Fucking hell. Warwick Davis is not a leprechaun.
Hey, that's even worse.
I know. But he has been in he's been in all of the biggest franchises of all time, right? He's probably the most well-known small person. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I think Leprechaun in the Hood was way below him. There's no way he needed work that bad.
Oh God, stop it, Kurt. All these puns you're coming up with.
I think, right, this movie could have been great, but it fell short.
Fuck off, Lou. You twat. You know what you're doing now. Okay.
Yeah, so
upper or lower? Which one?
It's going in rotten shit. Do you know, I've been trying to watch Life's Too Short. Can't get anywhere. I have to buy the DVD on eBay for about 20 quid.
It is. I watched it on a dodgy stick, and it was so funny and so un-PC. Me and my mate were like, you can see why the BBC will not put this on the iPlayer, because it's so funny. He's got two dwarfs reenacting the scene in Brokeback Mountain in the tent, talking about they bought a tent for millets and stuff. And it's so disgusting and so funny. You need to see it to believe it.
Oh yeah, I love it. I just haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah, I think that clip of Liam Neeson is one of the most famous and watched segments. It's got nothing to do with Life's Too Short. It's just a funny moment.
Yeah, the best bit is the greengrocer's come in, we're closed.
Yeah.
Well, the shop needs shop needs to be open.
No,
we're closed.
Tyler Adams says Devon Sawyer is a force in that first one. He's a little extra, but it's just his vibe. Yeah, he's really good.
But it's a vibe. Yeah.
Yes.
There's a difference. Jenks.
So we have. Oh, hang on. So Skilly Automatics just joined us.
Hey, Skilly.
20 quid to US dollars. Don't know what that means. Is it a private chat? Have I missed something?
20 quid to US. Well, I said Life's Too Short is 20 quid on eBay. To US dollars. It's about bang on the money, innit?
Don't know. Right. Next up, we have got slightly better than Leprechaun in the Hood. We've got American Psycho. So I saw this in the cinema. I was very lucky to see it. I didn't know much about it. I thought it was just a murder film. I hadn't read the book at that point. Didn't know who Christian Bale was. I'd seen Empire of the Sun. Didn't know he was the same guy. And it blew me away. Honestly, I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was so disgusting, so funny. I wanted to be Patrick Bateman without the murder. I wanted to follow his routine. I wanted to do this because I was going to the sunbed a lot in those days, training a lot. I thought, oh, maybe I'll start doing that skincare routine in the morning. And I just loved the discipline. And it was just, I couldn't stop laughing, especially when he's chasing the girl with a chainsaw and he's naked. He's got just his trainers on, his bum. It is so fucking funny. And I was obsessed with Christian Bale after that. I couldn't wait for Shaft because I thought, oh, he's the villain. I read the book because of it. I was even going to watch the next Mary Harron, the director of its next film, but it was some really boring looking film. I can't remember what it's called now. The Life of Betty from 1920s.
Couldn't even sound any more boring.
Yeah, but she's obviously very, very clever because Christian Bale fought hard to have her involved. I think the story goes she really wanted it. They were both championing it together, Mary Harron. And then, if you watch the film and you're not clued up on directors, it's so misogynist, that film. He's so horrible to women. You would never think a woman made that film.
he lost it at one point and accepted it. Oh, okay, it's gone. It's not mine. And they carried on. I think it was Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, until his agent convinced him to turn it down. But yeah, at some point, Christian Bale was told no, and he was like, okay, it is what it is, and went away, and then, yeah, ended up doing it. Christian Bale, I could probably reel off 20 masterclass movies that he's been in, that he's elevated because of his performance, but still, none of them have ever reached the heights of American Psycho. No. And that's not saying he hasn't put in good performances. He is, I'd say, top 3 greatest working actors. That guy is insane. Not just what he does with his body and his commitment to the roles. It's his intensity. It's everything he brings to it. He is outstanding in shit films. He's done his fair share of shit films. Reign of Fire. But he's always the best thing in those shit films. Same as you, Jenks. I watched this young and I was absolutely obsessed with it. A lot of the stuff in it I didn't understand. I was too young to understand a lot of the things that were going on in it, but I was obsessed with the performance, the way he delivers his lines, how graphic it is, and also how hilarious this movie is. Yeah. But Patrick Bateman is probably my favourite movie performance of all time. Yeah. I absolutely adore this film. And it's crazy, I know I've mentioned this on the podcast before, but everyone on set thought Christian Bale was a shit actor. Everyone was like, what the hell is this guy doing? No one understood what he was going for, and it didn't translate until they seen it on the screen. And then everyone's going, oh my God, that's what he was doing. It's perfect. But I can kind of see that. I can kind of see where they're coming from.
And it's strange, like up until Batman, because I remember when he got the part of Batman, I thought I was like championing him on my own, like, because I watched Equilibrium. I didn't really like it. It was a kind of a matrixy martial arts. It didn't make a lot of sense. They took away emotion, and you're like, yeah, but as if you didn't have an emotion, why would he be training to fight and stuff? You'd have to have a bit of emotion to be
care, would you?
You'd be like, oh, I'm not getting out of fucking bed for that. Learning swords and guns. Fuck off. Fuck off. In his pants all day. I ain't got any emotions, have I? Put some clothes on. Fuck off. I watched it all. I watched Reign of Fire. I was just obsessed with him. He was like, at that age, at that time in my life, I liked somebody to watch everything. And when he got Batman, it felt like one of my child, like, oh yes, Christian Bale's got Batman. Finally, somebody else has seen how incredible he is. And obviously, the roles have never stopped coming because of Batman.
Yeah, do you know, I had that with Robert Pattinson when he got Batman, because a lot of people hate him just because of Twilight, right? Look, he's a young actor. He took on a big job, a job that would have set him for life. Huge franchise. I don't like the Twilight movies, and I don't like Robert Pattinson in them. But the career he's carved himself after Twilight, I've kind of followed him from The Rover, the Australian dystopia movie with Guy Pearce.
Right.
I watched that. It was one of the first movies he did not long after Twilight, and he blew me away in that film. It's a phenomenal film. And I followed his career then all the way through. Every time his films came out, I jumped on them. And then when he got Batman, I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then you get everyone then still going back saying, I can't believe the guy from Twilight's going to play Batman. And it's like, well, he's just an actor. He's come a long way since then. And it's the same thing with Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, look, lots. Look at Zac Efron, and fucking hell, the guy.
Yeah, I love that guy now.
The guy cut his teeth in High School Musical, and he is amazing in what's that film called? He's wrestler. Gone blank now.
Oh my God, the Iron Claw.
What
5-star film?
It's amazing.
And, oh my God!
You know, you cut your teeth. You shouldn't feel shame. You should do what you got to do. He made a lot. You know, I think you're right with Robert Pattinson. You know, he made lots of smart decisions. He stayed away from any more teen shit. He just said, "Look, I made my money now. Let's try to make some smart."
Even Hollywood movies. I mean, the only reason he took Batman was because the script specifically, and I mean, the film speaks for itself.
Yeah.
It's not your typical Hollywood blockbuster movie. It's very grounded and realistic.
Yeah.
And that's obviously the reason he took it. But yeah, I love these actors that kind of that for some reason they get put in this small box, break out of it, go off and do other things. But a lot of people won't let them forget that. It's a
No.
shame.
Anyway, I'm straight into horror heaven.
Oh
Same for
yeah,
you, Kurt.
easy, Jenks, all day.
Just saying hello to a few more people has joined us. Better late than never. Dawn Keats in the house. How's it going, Dawn?
Hey, all right, Don.
I hope you had a lovely weekend so far. Better late than never. You've only missed 15 minutes. We've been waffling on about nonsense, as you can imagine. And also, we got Gina in the house. Hi, Gina. How's it going? Thanks for
Hi,
jumping
Gina.
in. What's going on with the likes? Please send the like button some love, people. We've got
you,
Wolfman Scott Nads. Back in the day, it was Ben Foster and Emil Hirsch. Is it Hirsch? Yes, the guy
Hirsch,
from what's he called?
Barry.
Yes.
There's a film with both of them in, Alpha Dog. That's the film that introduced me to Ben Foster and
With
Emil Hirsch.
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis. I was obsessed with that film. What a banger. It's great.
I thought Emil didn't seem like a tough guy. He seemed a bit weedy, and he was this tough guy. Miscast for me.
No. That's the problem, Jenks, is that he was actually a really nice guy.
Yeah. Iron Claw, what the film, Barry says. Yes, amazing. Tyler Adams says 17 again is a good one, funny. I haven't seen that one. I think he's Matthew Perry.
Yeah,
he's
Matthew
young.
Perry, yeah.
Matthew Perry wishes he looked like fucking Zac Efron when he's young. I call bullshit and that. I not bullshit in the fact they went back in time. Just the fact they wouldn't look like that.
Yes. Yeah. Iron Claw. Oh my god, what a film. I'm almost too scared to watch it again. That would make a stone cry.
Yeah, I did enjoy the Smashing Machine, although I feel sorry for the Rock. He's fucking bombed. He made 10 million. Jesus Christ, that's worse.
Well, you've got the war of the Safdies, haven't you? Because you've got Marty Supreme coming out this year. From the other brother. There's Josh and Benny Safdie.
Right.
Well, they broke up a few years ago. See, they did Good Time and Uncut Gems. Heaven knows what. They broke up and they're both releasing solo movies in the same year. So there's kind of like a battle going on. But Marty Supreme's getting crazy buzz.
Is it? With Ben Foster's a good example because he was in a film with Bruce Willis where I think it was called Hostage, and he played the villain, and it was a very bit part. Well, it was a bit film, and he didn't seem like he was good in it. And then he got a few bit parts, and then he was in is it 310 to Yuma? Is it 310 with Christian Bale?
Bale. His best movie. Hell or High Water.
Good film. Seen that. Really
phenomenal
good.
Film. Jeff Bridges and Chris
Pine. Gina says, consider subscribing and becoming a member of the Twisted Nights for 99 pence / 99 cents for monthly for a month of fun perks. Yes, thank you, Gina. Appreciate that plug. Anyway, next up, we have got. You can start. You familiar with this film? What lies beneath?
I haven't seen this in probably 20 years. Okay. I know a little bit of the story, but I don't even know if I could rank it, to be honest.
Right. I love this movie. It is one of my favorite ghost movies. It's Robert Zemeckis. That guy is the most versatile director on planet Earth. He has made, if you don't know him, he did Roger Rabbit, he did Back to the Future, Castaway, Forrest Gump, Flight, and What Lies Beneath. This was a different time for movies and horror where you could have a horror movie with a really big director and two big stars. Now, you don't normally need big stars to sell a horror film. That's the beauty of horror. You can do it on the cheap. But this is a very Hitchcock type of film, the way it's shot. And I love it. It's a simple ghost story. I won't say much more of it. I know it's an old film, but maybe you haven't seen it. I don't want to give away any twists, but it is really creepy. It's a bit too much CGI in parts, but it was 2000, what do you expect? I love this movie. I used to own it on DVD, and I only used to buy DVDs of films I loved, so I wasn't like collecting any old shit. Although I did own Blair too, so this. But I'm going to put this straight into horror heaven. I adore this movie.
it's time to own up, boy. That Blair Witch tattoo you've got on your arm, you didn't get that after the first one, did you?
I got it after
That was
the
that
third
was
one.
the second one that cemented it for you. I
It's
need one more hit.
It's the third one, man. It's the one you like.
Jenks, I wasn't even born when you had that tattoo done.
Shut up. You were you? Yeah. 2000 I had this.
I was 7.
Yes, I was. I knew number 3 was going to be awesome. See, so I had to.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for Dead Snow 3 to come out to justify my Dead Snow tattoo.
I'm sure you got Mr. T on your chest, haven't you? Yeah. Yeah. So what are you going to do with that? It's your turn.
What lies beneath?
Yeah, we're going to put.
I told you, man. I haven't seen this film in over 20 years, man. I can't remember anything about it.
All the films I rank I haven't seen for 30 years. So you're not going to put it anywhere. Do you remember enjoying it? That'll do.
No, I was like 10, Jenks. It's not a film for a 10.
All right, I won't put it on then. I'm just going to read a few chat before we start. Yeah, Taylor Adams said Anton was my favorite new actor. Yes, it's a really sad what happened to that guy. It's a it wasn't drugs, it wasn't anything hot. It was just
a
fucking horrible, painful accident. Poor bastard.
Green Room's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, he was in Star Trek. I know maybe they only cast him because he had a Russian accent. They could do one. But yeah, it's a shame. Tyler Adams says, "What lies beneath? Love it." Robert Zemeckis is my guy. Yes, he's so versatile. Absolutely versatile. It's crazy. Like I tell people, I honestly speak to people who have got a small knowledge of films. They've never heard of Robert Zemeckis until I reel off 20 of the most iconic movies, like Spielberg level movies, and they're like, "Fuck, he did all those." Like, amazing.
He's like Spielberg's counterpart in here.
Yeah, well, they're buddies, they both did.
Yeah, of course they are.
Yeah. Vivian said, "I saw What Lies Beneath a long time ago. Really liked it. It's worth revisiting." It's you, Kurt, as well.
I'll wait for the 4K when that eventually comes.
Yeah. It's got a beautiful soundtrack, and it's just you got Harrison Ford and Michelle Pfeiffer. You're talking about high-end actors and a great script. Yeah, really good film. But Wendy Palfrey says the bath scene was very good. Yes, really horrible but brilliant. Gina says, "I only buy films I like. That's all I collect. But I do have a load I need to get rid of because of prezzies in my brother's collection." Yes.
So I'm more like that these days, only because 4Ks are very expensive. When I started collecting Blu-rays, they'd come down a bit in price, right? Yeah. 4Ks now are as high as they're ever going to be. So I've got to be a bit pickier now. But I will say blind buying constantly back in the day on Blu-ray, specifically like boutique labels like 88 Films and Arrow Video. Yeah. I discovered like 90% of my horror knowledge just blind buying. Diving into Italian, Asian, everything, just buying anything and everything I could get my hands on, and 90% of it I'd never seen before. So yeah, I mean, if you've got the money to just buy a shit ton of films,
why don't you just blind rent?
Well, because I'm a collector and I like
but that's what I mean. But if you love it, then you'll buy it, and it save you a lot of money. If you
no, I won't. Shit. No, because I'm double buying it then, innit?
No, if you bought loads of films, that a bunch of them you may not like, so at least you're only buying the good ones then.
They increase in value anyway. What are we talking about? It's fine. It's too late.
Oh yes, Tyler Adams says Romancing the Stone is underrated. Yes, Robert Zemeckis did that. Yeah, great film. Paula Fitzhenry's just joined us. How's it going?
Hi, Paula.
Wolfman Barry from Wolfman's Got Nad says What Lies Beneath was one of my favorite ever DVDs. Yeah, same year.
It was one of my first ever DVDs, Jenks.
Oh, sorry, misread. Yes. It was one of mine actually, because it came out 2000, and that's when I started buying DVDs. That's pretty much when.
Well, yeah. I was just about to say, I bought Spawn on 4K last week. I see Tyler has just mentioned it.
Yeah.
And I used to like that film when I was younger. I hadn't seen it in about 20 years. and I really struggled to get through it. I really regret spending the money to buy that one on 4K. I didn't need it on 4K. I don't know why I thought I would watch it and love it, because I know that it hasn't aged well. But yeah, I'm sure some people still have that nostalgic hit of it. But oh my God, I struggled.
The problem with it is that they cast Michael J. White, and he is not a good actor. He's a really good martial artist, and it didn't
Yeah.
really need a good martial artist to play Spawn. It's like
No,
putting
100%
it's
no.
like putting Van Damme in the Predator suit. It's like,
Yeah.
that's not what he's for.
Is whips and chains do all the dirty work?
Yes, I saw Spawn in the cinema, and it was, even back then, it was just too much CGI and it's a bit overwhelming.
When I finished watching it, I thought, I don't know who directed this, and I've got to check who the director is and what he's done after it. And I checked his IMDb, and he's done like 4 animated Garfield movies. That's not all. He's done a Marmaduke animated movie, and he's done a Halloween High Disney movie. And I thought,
and
yeah,
and
makes sense.
Serbian film as well. What?
What?
Listen, Barry's giving you some shit here. Buy some Scottish horror movies, laddie.
Barry, if you can recommend me Scottish horror movies, I will jump on them, pal.
You can't. There's none.
anything, British, dark, love it.
I wish we could recommend some Welsh horror films, but we can't.
What happened in Wales, Jenks? What happened to us? Why didn't we ever produce anyone great?
Well, we produced amazing actors and singers, but we didn't produce any great movies. Like
Gareth Evans is our claim to fame in terms of directors.
Yeah, we got Richard Burton, we got Anthony Hopkins, we got some of the greatest actors. We got Tom Jones, all these people.
Luke Evans.
They're really like crazy big. But yeah, not a big catalogue of great movies. Maybe we're being naive. Maybe there are some, and we're a bit snobbish to it. But
Taron Egerton.
Yes.
Yeah.
We used to claim Christian Bale until he was like, no, I lived in fucking Wales about 2 minutes. You can fuck right off. No, it still counts. Come on.
I used to tell people all the time that Christian Bale was Welsh.
Well, he was born in Wales.
Yeah, he did that interview then, but he was like, no, I was born in Wales, but I'm English.
Yeah, and our fairness to him, yeah, I was born in Morriston Hospital. Swansea doesn't mean.
Hey, I was born in the same place.
Oh. But I don't call myself a Swansea. Anyway, John Moran says 4K is getting ridiculous. Only buy absolute favourites on 4K, but will blind buy Blu-rays. Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm with you, John. I'm with you. They're so expensive, man. You just can't do it.
Gina says, I saw What Lies Beneath at work for free. Love it. Yes, good. It is. There's a lot of love for that film, I gotta say.
Yeah.
I
will watch it.
Michael Winston just joined us. How's it going, dude?
Hi, Mike.
Yes. Anyway, right. Where are we now? Yeah. Okay, so next up, you can kick this one off, Kurt. Requiem for a Dream. Now, I know it's not a traditional horror film, but any excuse to talk about this film. And
you know who tells me this is not a horror movie? What is a horror movie to you?
Yeah.
This is as horrific as it comes, and it's just horror in the form of a needle. The horrors of drugs, prescribed and street drugs. You've got two sides of the coin there. But this is a film I've watched once years ago, but I remember every single frame because it's just stuck in my head, and I own it. And I've been meaning to watch it for a while, and I've said to my girlfriend a few times, like, I'm thinking about watching it, and she's not that keen on watching it, and that's just from stuff that I've told her how grim it is. But yeah, it's a phenomenal movie. Not a big fan of Leto, but he's good in this. You've got Marlon Wayans, Jennifer Connelly, and is it Ellen Burstyn?
Yeah.
Absolute phenomenal cast. I don't know how they managed to pull such a big cast in this type of movie. Obviously, Darren Aronofsky's a great talent. I feel like any actor would want to work with him anyway. But yes, it is absolutely brutal. If you think Trainspotting shows the dark side of drugs, this takes it to the next level. But it's just like a cautionary tale of heroin, really. But yeah, it really does show the dark side of it. And if this isn't a horror movie, I don't know what is.
Yeah,
Um,
I've
I'd have to put it at the top of the pile, Jenks. I think it's a phenomenal movie.
I totally agree with everything you're saying. It is. I've seen it 3 times. Not because I'm a sucker for punishment. I wanted to show it to 2 different other people, and I had to sit through it. It made me feel horrible at the end, a little bit like it's actually even grimmer than Bring Her Back. I felt dirtier. It is so horrible. There's nothing redeeming about this film. That's not fun. There's no funny bits like you were saying about Train Spotting. It's funny and dark, and it mixed it well. This is just so grim. I'm so glad that Ellen Burstyn, or whatever her name is, she was nominated for an Oscar for this. Just a very silent, like he just slipped in. No one was talking about this film, but she did get an Oscar nom. A bit like Nick Nolte had an Oscar nom for Warrior. It wasn't like talked about that year, the film, but it still had a nom, which was good.
That scene in her living room where the camera's just flying around, and what's his name?
The guy shooting McGavin.
Yeah, he's obviously that
game show host.
And he's in her living room, and the camera's just it's like a POV shot on her in it, and the camera's just spinning round. What a horrific scene.
Yeah, there's this horrible sex scene with Jennifer Connelly. Now, normally you think that would be a good thing to see, but it's so grim and so dirty. You got your man, David. What's the black dude from The Thing? What's his name? David something. No,
Keith David.
Keith David. I'm almost positive he's one of the rich people paying her to do horrible things. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I don't. It's not a racist thing. I'm sure he's in it because I remember thinking, oh, he's the guy from The Son About Mary, and he's a completely different character in that. Yes, it is brilliant. The end scene with the hospital and the arm. It's so hard to watch. And Jared Leto, I know he's made some terrible choices in the last few years. Like in Tron Ares is just like fucking meant to be awful. He's been in some brilliant films: American Psycho, Fight Club, Requiem for a Dream. He's always tortured everyone, and good for him, because he's such a good looking dude, and for him to be okay with like being such a tortured soul in his films. And this is the most tortured he's been. It is so grim. I love this film, and this is going for me straight into rotten shit. No, straight in the top.
Rotten shit.
Just going to catch up with a few of these. John Moran says right there's definitely a Scottish actor. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Sorry, hang on, give me a second. Michael Wilson says there's a Welsh horror film called The Feast. Now, believe it or not, Michael, way back last year when we first started this channel, we did a St. David's special. Didn't go well. Turns out nobody cares about St. David's Day. So I think you picked The Raid somehow, and I actually paid good money to watch The Feast, a Welsh movie, which with Welsh subtitles actually was pretty good. It was like a pig and Wicker Man type things in a house with a rich person's house. I can't remember the story, but it was quite good. And to be honest, I forgot the name, actually. I'm glad you brought it up, because I was trying to think what it was the other day.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
No.
I'm not starting the Raid debate again, Jenks. I've told you many times. You won't get it through your thick skull. The Raid is a horror movie.
Yeah. Tyler Adams says, speaking of Spawn, Keith David had a small part in that. The animated Spawn was tops. Oh, fair play.
I got to say, Martin Sheen's great in it.
Martin Sheen's in it, is he?
Yeah, he's the villain.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh,
jet black hair and jet black beard.
Right.
He's the guy that burns him alive. Like, he's the one he's out for revenge.
Yes, I am right, though. I'm sure it's Keith David in Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah, he probably are. I don't remember him in there. I seen it years ago.
Jordan Rand says, how do you get the beans above the Frank?
Yeah. Come look at this. That is such a horrific scene. Oh my God.
That was reminding me of the sketches I should do with my cousin Mark of like imagine that, like, come here, what the hell's this? And then like things escalating, and it was like,
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
exactly like the type of
yeah.
things we laugh at.
Such a horrible scene.
Yeah. Anyway, next up we've got Hollow Man. Paul Verhoeven, is that how you pronounce this?
Verhoeven, yeah.
Verhoeven. Oof. Anyway, it was a bit of it was still sci-fi, so it wasn't a complete departure, but this was definitely had more horror elements. You got Kevin Bacon as the Invisible Man, basically, and you got Elizabeth Shue as the love interest, and then you've got Josh Brolin as the good-looking scientist, as if.
He's a good-looking guy. Josh
No,
Brolin.
a scientist.
All
Look,
right.
you ain't gonna get a good-looking scientist. And he's saying, looks like Josh Brolin is the most manliest man ever. He said in an interview recently, funny enough, they were talking about. He said, "I just took the role. I needed the money, needed the work back in. I wasn't getting a lot of roles."
Oh
So
yeah, of course.
basically,
He's been open about his struggles in Hollywood for a long time.
he was a slow burner, and he's such a good-looking guy. He's such gravitas. It took a long
Do you know
time.
what it was? No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
That's the movie that made him.
Yeah, and do you know his voice, Thanos' voice, is his performance of Thanos, in my opinion, is up there with like Darth Vader's
Oh
iconic.
my God, it is
No?
amazing.
I'm not saying
you
he's
know-
better or worse, but he's definitely
yeah.
could be in the same kind of category.
You know, I can't believe he recovered from Jonah Hex.
I haven't seen it.
Oh my God, I can't believe he recovered from that. Oh, terrible,
Um,
terrible film.
Anyway, Hollow Man, look, I watched it. It was really crap. It was 2000 was very much heavy CGI. Like if you think back to like Terminator, like almost a decade earlier, Jurassic Park, they were smart enough to mix CGI with practical effects and stunts. And they seem to have lost their way towards the end of the 90s and noughties. They just thought, let's just do it all CGI. And it was just
Why not?
so shit. I hated this film. It was disturbing in some parts. He was proper evil, and what I liked about it, he didn't start out evil. He just got corrupted by it. There's a good film in there somewhere, having a good guy with good morals kind of get twisted by this power of being invisible, but ultimately, it's quite shit.
So I haven't seen this movie in a long time. I used to own it on DVD, and my memory of this movie is I absolutely loved it. Now back then I wouldn't have been able to pick apart the CGI. So my memory of this one is top-notch Invisible Man action, right? That's so long ago I seen this movie. For some reason I haven't gone back to it in adulthood, but my memory of this movie is it kicks ass. I loved this film, and those scenes. There's a scene where I think they use water to reveal himself.
Yeah.
To reveal himself. Just put a bit of water on and he'll reveal himself. No, I don't remember a hell of a lot about this one. I remember them practicing on an ape. I think they do a trial on an ape.
Yeah.
I remember him spying on a woman in the shower.
Yes.
And I also remember him in the back of a car, and there's a kid in an opposite car, and he takes his glasses off, and obviously he's hollow, and he opens his mouth and gives her a jump scare. So I've got scenes in my head that I remember, but overall, I'm not that clued up on this one anymore. But my memory of it, I'd put it in slight decay, because I've got fond memories of this one.
So for me, I hated it when it came out. It killed Paul Verhoeven's career.
No. Showgirls did that.
Was this after Showgirls?
I think
This
so.
was it. Oh, that's right. This was his comeback.
Yeah. This was his comeback.
I think yeah, maybe I'm mixing up with Ang Lee that I was actually mixing up, Ben. I think Hell killed his career, then he got it back on track with Brokeback. I don't know. Anyway, but it was, I think this was his last Hollywood film, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was his last chance. Look, at the time, I remember they were really pushing the CGI because, it was good, the idea. When he was turning invisible, you could see all the veins and the blood. And but then when you see a CGI like skeleton with skin, it just looked so crap. Again, I don't want to
I don't remember the bad CGI.
I don't want to be like a bad CGI snob because I know we've had this discussion before, where I treated like cheap effects and you're like, it is what it is. But this wasn't a good film, and I think most people don't like it. I don't want to put in rotten shit because I've only seen it once years ago. So maybe
Yeah.
watching it again. So just to be safe, who cares? It's not
Just to be
important.
safe.
Just to be safe.
Whew.
I know. Where is
I
it?
can picture you now watching it in maybe a few weeks' time and going, oh, fuck, I put it in the wrong place.
I'm in trouble.
Shit.
I'm in trouble. All those people are going to be mad.
We can't talk about this film again.
I know. I'll put in Cold Corpse because, if I put in rotten shit, I need to be certain. So Cold Corpse, that's why I've noticed, Kurt. I got 5 categories. Usually I have 4. Didn't notice, did you?
Just a quick shout out because we're talking about Verhoeven. Tyler Adams says Starship Troopers. One of my favourite films, Tyler.
Amazing.
I think the man who directed that movie and Total Recall can do whatever the hell he wants. He can make as many duds as he wants to.
Yeah.
Give that man a chance.
Well, no, there's a limit. You can't say that. But yes, I agree. Starship Troopers. When I first saw the trailer for that, I thought, what is this piece of shit? And did Robocop as well. Let's not forget that. I thought, this looks shit. Look how cartoony. And then I watched it and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
It hasn't. And it hasn't aged a day, Jenks.
I agree.
There's not one scene in that film. I rewatched it recently. There's not one scene in that film where I've gone, oh, a little bit dodgy. Yeah. It is still flawless.
Yeah, the plot doesn't make a lot of sense, but as a film, entertainment-wise, it is amazing. Like every beat of it is great. I could watch them training in school even longer. It wouldn't bother me.
Yeah. 100% agree with you. It's like Full Metal Jacket. Yeah. I kind of enjoy the boot camp stuff more than the action because they've got good characters and good chemistry.
Yeah, Clancy Brown.
You kind of want to be with them, don't you?
Clancy Brown. Medic! Oh, so good.
That guy gets his head blown up.
Yeah, but he just he shoots his hand. Medic! Yeah. He's just so fucking barbaric, but very comic book.
It is brutal.
Yeah, you forget how violent it is. Are you forgetting that Robocop is?
Yeah, I know the queen bug with that suction pipe.
The brain bug.
Oh, eats brains.
You also forget how gory Total Recall is. You just in your head you think, oh, sci-fi film with Schwarzenegger. When you watch it, thinking it's really gory. Like some of the deaths in it are incredible.
Oh, yeah. Well, David Cronenberg was attached and he dropped out when Anna Schwarzenegger came on board.
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe he thought his direction style wouldn't suit like somebody like.
Well, no, that's 100% right. He was going for he went on to direct The Fly. I suppose he was looking for a sci-fi movie like that.
Yeah.
And he was going to make it an action blockbuster.
He did as well. It's fucking brilliant film. Yeah, it's really good.
Film.
Anyway, we've got Davey Deathrays in the house. How's it going,
Hey, what's happening, Davey?
He says, make sure you hit that like button and show our boys some love. Cheers, buddy.
Nice one, Davey.
John Moran says, Rhonda Mitra, he's perving on. Yes, she was one of those girls that just popped up. She's really fit at the time. She was in that terrible film. Is it Doomsday, the follow-up to the Descent?
Yes, Neil Marshall's Doomsday.
I'm sure that's set in Scotland as well, oddly enough.
Yeah, it could be. That's another one I haven't seen in years.
Don't they cordon off Scotland?
I have no idea. I haven't seen that since it came out.
I hated it. I wish that wasn't his follow-up to The Descent. Arguably one of the greatest horror films ever made.
There's no arguments.
Yeah. Yes. So Tyler Adams says, I was obsessed with Starship Troopers in middle school. I used to animate flip books full of arachnids destroying roughnecks. That is awesome. Love that. Anyway, so Curtis, The Gift. Sam Raimi's The Gift.
Yeah, so I recently watched this, Jenks. It's just been released on 4K, and I jumped on it. It's Sam Raimi, and guess what, Jenks? I hadn't seen it.
Ever?
So I tried to watch it when I was young, very young, because I think I remember my father saying Sam Raimi directed it. I loved Evil Dead, obviously. I tried to watch it. It's a bit grown up for me at the time. It's a very grown up horror movie, very slow.
Yeah.
So I never went back to it until it was released on 4K. I jumped on it, and what I took away from this movie is Keanu Reeves can actually act when he wants to. Now,
Whoa.
I like all his films, and even the ones he isn't that good in. John Wick, he's perfect as John Wick, but he's not exactly got a range anymore. Good Fortune, he looks awful in it.
Yeah.
But I watched this and I thought, oh my God, this is actually a top tier performance from Keanu Reeves, where he shows an insane amount of emotion.
Yeah.
And he plays one of the worst villains in cinema. He's horrific in it.
Yeah.
Just seeing Keanu Reeves as a wife-beating hillbilly just wasn't something I thought I would ever see, to be honest.
I thought exactly the same. I saw this in the cinema and I was like, hey, Keanu Reeves can act. He's really fucking good. When he grabs Kate Blanchett by the hair and she slips in the house, and it looks like a real slip, and it might well have been a real slip. Do you remember the bit I'm on about?
Yeah.
And it's so horrible to watch because she's an amazing actress, obviously. But I was like, you're really, really fucking method acting here. Like, she's fucking brilliant.
And Sam Raimi got Aunt May from this movie.
Yes, Rosemary something. Her name is.
Yeah, so when I watched
Harris.
it a couple of months ago, I was like, oh, this came out obviously before Spider-Man. So he's kind of gone, oh, you'd be perfect as Aunt May.
Yeah.
Which I thought was quite cool.
You'd be perfect. You're old as fuck. That's it. You're cast.
No. Sweet old
is.
woman. That's what she looks like.
Michael Wilson says Doomsday was not terrible. I love Doomsday. Fair enough. Maybe I'll give it another watch. Maybe I was so obsessed with the Descent.
Don't backtrack now, right?
No,
Jenks?
I'm being nice. Like no, but maybe, do you know what? When I watched the Descent, it blew me away, and it was very difficult to like something. There was such a departure from it of like that he went. I think he went a bit too big with it in the end. It was just a bit too.
Yeah. I remember liking it, but I haven't seen it since it came out. I don't remember much.
Yes. John Moran says he shit in Knock Knock. Oh, tell me about it.
I quite like Knock Knock. As a film, it's okay. I quite like the concept.
Eli Roth. Oh my God.
But he's awful in it. That's the first time I realised Keanu Reeves is not a very good actor. I love the guy, mind. I don't like saying that. He's a phenomenal guy.
Yeah.
I'll jump on his films because he's a great guy, but he hasn't got much range.
Gina says, I'm getting outnumbered here. In Doomsday, they cordoned off Scotland. They cordoned Scotland off, but it's not just Scotland. It's the northeast near England up to Scotland. Sorry, guys, I have fun with this film, so bite me. All right, fair enough. Tyler Adams says, The Gift is killer. Saw this one later, probably 6 years ago. Yeah, I loved it. I really did.
I think it's a really, really good classic haunting story where she's kind of got to unravel this mystery that's just been chucked on her lap because she's got she's got a gift, and it's been put upon her to unravel this mystery, and she keeps seeing what's her name, Jenks?
Kate.
Tom Cruise's ex.
Kate. She's from Dawson's Creek. I don't know.
Batman Begins.
Kate, come on, chat. Chat to the rescue. Kate from Dawson's Creek. Rachel from Batman. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, the scene of her, right, when she gets flashes of her in the tree, and she's how she looks at the bottom of the lake. Yeah. That is such a horrific image. Oh my God! Like Tyler's saying in the chat, Raimi is surprisingly versatile. He's very versatile.
Yeah. Well, there's Spider-Man and Evil Dead. They're very different films, and he's great.
But then look at what's the live one? Katie Holmes, nice one, Tyler. And Barry, nice one. Katie Holmes. What's the live one with Billy Bob Thornton?
Oh, A Simple Plan. Brilliant.
Simple Plan. Look at that as well.
Yeah, I love that film. So I love this movie. I owned it on DVD, and I'm going to stick this in horror heaven.
Yeah, I'll agree with you, Jenks. It's going right up in horror heaven.
Yeah, should read a few of these. Wolfman, Barry from Wolfman's Got Nad says, don't knock. Oh, fuck off, Barry. No way, it's shit. No way. It is awful. I hated it. The acting is so bad. I honestly like Hostel 1 and 2 are probably two of my favorite horror films ever. And Eli Roth is such a fall from grace. Honestly, it's unforgivable because he just understood horror so well. And to just make these fucking shit films. Michael Wilson says, I've never seen The Descent. Well, there we go then.
I will. I'll tell you now, Michael, that is a film you have to watch.
Yes.
It's phenomenal. I'm seeing it in cinema now. It's just been restored in 4K, and they're doing a big rollout. I think it's in cinema for a week where I am.
Is it?
So yeah,
When
I'll be
is
going
it?
to see that. I think it's next week, next Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll try and watch it. We'll do a show.
Yeah.
John Moran says Knock Knock is a remake of Death Game, which is great.
Yes.
Eli Roth put the Blu-ray out on his label Grindhouse releasing. Right. Okay.
Yeah. I haven't seen that one, but I did know it was a remake.
Yeah, good on his Katie Holmes. People want to be first in. Anyway, yes. So next up, I don't want to talk too much about this because I can't be bothered. But Shadow the Vampire, starring Willem Dafoe and John Malkovich. Willem Dafoe plays Count Dooku. Is it Dooku? No.
Oh my God, Jenks.
No,
Star Wars.
Look, I know.
That's Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee. Oh, look, I watched Iron Chalk yesterday. It was in my head. Count, what's his name? Count what?
Count Orlok.
Orlok. We reviewed this when we did films to watch before Nosferatu.
Yes, we did. We did.
And that's a film I forgot about instantly. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I haven't got much bad to say about it, but
yeah, it's same with this film. It's a really good film. They're basically making a movie. They're making the Nosferatu movie, and he is actually a vampire. He's pretending to be method, but he is really a vampire. It's not a twist, it's the plot. It is good. It is kind of a forgotten gem. I don't think it'll blow you away, but I would still stick this in dead good.
You know, I was put off from this film for years because I don't know, I guarantee you some people in the chat will remember this brand, but does anyone remember Prism Leisure? So it was a really cheap brand who used to put out cheap movies. You'd always find them in the pound shop, right?
Right.
And it was a label that would release old films called Prism Leisure. They went bust, I think, early 2000s. And if a film had Prism Leisure on there, you wouldn't touch it because you know it's going to be shit. But they had this film, and I didn't watch it for years because it was a part of the Prism Leisure line. But yeah, I watched it about maybe 8 years ago. A very solid film. I agree, Jenks, I put in dead good. It's very meta. Yeah. I quite like what they did with this one. I do like it when they kind of go down a meta route for things. But I do need to rewatch it. It's been a while.
Where are we now? Vivian says, have you seen the sequel? I'm guessing it's The Descent. Yes, it's terrible. Avoid like the plague. They have a big muscly steroid monster who somehow can fit through holes. Ridiculous.
I just think where was he in the first film? Because it's a direct follow on. Huh?
Training in the gym.
Training.
Stupid.
Yeah, I don't rate the second one next to nothing, to be honest.
It's terrible because they got two different endings. So the ending, the British one, which Neil Marshall, isn't it?
Neil Marshall, yes.
One. Neil Marshall said that no, the British ending is what counts. She's still stuck down there, and the American ending had been more of an optimistic one, and then she goes back down to find a friend. The Asian girl, I forgot her name now in it. But yeah, amazing film, one of the best.
I want to call this so quick. Of course, Barry knows Prism Leisure. He has the Ripper from 2001. Love it, Barry. Wow. I'd always find Prism Leisure DVDs in the pound shop, and I'd usually avoid them. They did a lot of the 70s kung fu movies. I did like those though, but oh my god.
Batch of Scary's been a member for 10 months. That's awesome. Appreciate that.
Awesome. Thank you.
I did. There was another one up here, and I apologize. I skipped it by mistake. Sometimes easy to miss these. But Gina has been also been a member for 10 months. So a big shout out to you. Appreciate that. Sorry, it's easy to miss comments when we're doing these rankings, but we're trying our best. Anyway, so next up we have got Scream 3. Now, I would say the Scream covers, right, are the most uninspired covers around. It's I know
Yeah.
that I know
I
the
quite like
cast.
them though.
I know
I
the
quite like
cast
them.
are important, but it's up there with the Hellraiser covers. Just Pinhead, like sometimes they use the same stock image of him. the guy. Like, just take 10 pictures and we'll just make 10 films. He's on holidays
Yeah.
with his family. Oh, that'll do.
That'll do.
Drunk. Oh, remember that one? That'll do.
Dressing going on.
Ill on the couch. Oh, don't.
Curlers in.
Yeah, you kick us off. Scream 3. What do you think of this?
Oh, I don't kick it off. I've said many times on this podcast. I don't go back to the Screams very often. I've watched the new ones as they've come out. The last time I watched Scream 4 was in cinema. The last time I watched Scream 5 was in cinema, and the same with 6. So I like the franchise enough to keep up with it.
Yeah.
But I don't know much about them because I just don't go back to them very often. I always keep up with buying them on DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just I like the franchise. I haven't got a bad thing to say about them. They've just never been ones that have pulled me back for multiple watches. I can't even remember who the killer is in Scream 3, Jenks. I know I've seen it, but I couldn't even tell you who the killer was in Scream 3.
Big spoiler, it was like there was like related to them or something. It was basically like they was trying to hide it so much so they just made some crap person like the bin man's brother or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember him earlier. No. Well, he's the killer. How is it going, batshit scary? What's up, guys? Been a while, but hope all is good. All is good. Thank you very much.
We're good,
Appreciate
pal.
that.
Hope you're doing well, mate.
I'm the same. Look, I like all. Look, they haven't really done a bad Scream film. None of them are.
No, I agree.
None of them are as good as the first. And I think maybe it's because it's the first. Maybe it's not any better. It's just that formula.
No, it is. I do love the first one. As its own movie, I love it.
It's
definitely the one I've watched the most. In fact, I can watch the first one on its own and not have to watch the sequels, and I've done that plenty of times.
I rewatched them all with my daughter a couple of years ago, and I gotta say, I think the first one's the best. I don't really like the second one. I couldn't tell you why. There's something missing from it. Third one is a bit cheesy, but it's very meta. The fact they're making Stab 3 and they've rebuilt the house and all that is very, very clever. It's quite, at the time it was very unique to be like they're making a film within a film. And I know all the films are quite meta.
Yeah.
This was the most because they're set on a film set. It's not like Scream, Stab is on TV, it's really clever. So I'm going to stick this in Slight Decay. I think it's a good film, but I don't really, I just want to make the week.
Yeah, I'd agree, Jenks. John, I actually had, I think, the 88 Slasher collection 1 to 40, and I sold them all in one big hit. It is one of my biggest regrets.
Is it?
I think I sold 1 to 40 for like £200 on a selling page.
Is it? Batcha Scary says Scream 3, haven't watched it in years, thought it ain't that bad, put it on last night. Shite. Shite. Yes. Anyway, so next up we have got Ginger Snaps. Now, I'm a big fan of this film. I had this on DVD, and I keep saying that because, like I said, when I used to have VHS,
it was a lot to you.
When I, like I said, if you just join, I only used to buy films I really loved on DVD. When with video, I used to buy any old shit just for collection. And I love this film. I wasn't too keen on the prequels. I tried to watch the second. I think it's about 3 of them. This is great. This was like a bit of a metaphor for women's sort of periods.
Well, it is definitely.
Yeah. It's on the nose. It's really good. I think the girl who plays the sister vampire, Catherine, she's brilliant. They're both brilliant, actually. The other girl's from It. She's in the Beverly Marsh.
Yeah.
I really like this film. It's different. I love the bit where the boy gets infected, he gets bitten by a werewolf and he's pissing blood, and this fear of like, and he can't stop peeing. He's like, oh my god, and it's so realistic. I loved it. I just, it's kind of underrated, but I suppose not so much because there's 3 of them, so obviously there's a market for it. But I
Yeah.
would stick this in dead good. I really like this movie.
So I rewatched this a few months ago. I hadn't seen it since I was a kid. I absolutely loved it. Like you, Jenks, I had it on DVD. One of my favourite films when I was younger. For obvious reasons, it's a very hot movie. And it's a good horror movie. Now, rewatching it, Jenks, a few months ago, I didn't really get on with it.
Not so good.
So it's still got great elements. The slow transformation she goes through is great, right?
Yeah.
Lee Winnell could have taken notes from this film about
Yeah.
this slow transformation. I quite like that it's treated like a virus, that it's passed on through sex. I mean, that's the only way we've seen it done in this movie, is she obviously has sex with that guy and she passes it on to him. But it's about 20 minutes too long, Jenks. I was quite enjoying it, but the end just absolutely dragged out. And then the wolf itself, in full form, hasn't aged greatly. Now, it's all practical, but yeah, it didn't really hit. And I had very fond memories of this movie. Now, it's still probably a 3-star, 3.5 star, but I wish I didn't go back and rewatch it because my memory of this one. I mean, the opening, Jenks. The opening is horrific with the kid in the in the sand pit. Remember? And then he's rubbing his face and there's all blood on his hands. And then the camera turns and the dog has been slaughtered in its dog kennel. Great opening, but it hasn't aged very well for me, to be honest.
Michael Wilson says Ginger Snaps is excellent. Ben says Ginger Snaps is a great film. Yeah, a lot of love for it. I haven't seen it for a while, so maybe it would did if I watched it again. But I have got fond memories of it. So we can stick it in Slight Decay.
Yeah, I'll put in Slight Decay. Yeah.
Right. Next up, we have got Blair Witch 2: Book of Shadows. Now, do you want to do this first?
I've never seen it, Jenks.
Oh, okay. Haven't you?
Never seen it. No.
Oh, right. We should watch this just for shits and giggles.
So, my father showed it to me when I was young, but you're talking very young. I don't remember anything about it.
Right. So it's called Book of Shadows. Now, I can't for the life of me remember anything about a book. Now, I could be wrong. I haven't seen it in a while. I did own this film only because, I swear to you, only because I always when I vowed not to buy any sequels to films I love just because for the sake of it. But I think I bought it because there are a shitload of Blair Witch behind the scenes and other cool stuff. And I thought, I like all that stuff because they did these fake sort of documentaries about the killers and the victims and stuff. This film, they rushed this film into production. I think the success of Blair Witch was unprecedented. They had no time to chuck this together. It didn't make a lick of sense. It wasn't a found footage film. It was a normal film. And these people, it's quite meta. So these people go into the woods because they loved the first movie, and they went and because they believe that it's. They are following it that it's real, the first film, like we're meant to think. They go into the woods and shit starts happening to them. Very, very weird film. It's kind of worth watching because it's so weird. Not like Freddy's Revenge.
Yeah.
It's, when you explain the stuff that happens, it's kind of got a charm because it's so out there. But it's still shit.
What you're saying is it's not the worst film ever. It's possibly watchable.
Well, I hated it because I love Blair Witch, but when you think about it, it's just so weird. It's worth watching just for because I know the director had said this wasn't the film I wanted to make. It was completely sliced apart, completely changed.
Yeah.
I think it's worth you watching. Maybe watch it together one day just for a laugh, and just to see. Honestly, you'd be like, "Oh, this is so strange." It's not like a weird sequel where they found a script and chucked on Blair Witch title. It clearly has been made in a rush.
Well, are you staying up mine the night before HorrorCon?
I probably not. I got to take the kids to school in the morning. I know, sucks. Yeah, I know. But anyway, I will look. My memory of this, it's fucking shit. So I owe it to this film to still stick it in rotten shit. But I am intrigued to see what I still think of it because I haven't seen it for 20 years.
Yeah, we watch it.
Yeah, yeah.
And John, with the 88 collection, the only two I miss are Hide and Go Shriek and Scarecrow. The rest of them, I didn't mind selling them, to be honest. But yeah, I miss those two. I'd buy those back.
Barry from Wolfman's Got Nad says Blair Witch 2 is phenomenally bad. Yes. John says it should be called the Book of Shite. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but was there a book in it? I just remember teens go to the woods and they're camping and then things start happening. I don't remember a book, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. There was a creepy moment with a weird kid in the woods. That I remember that was quite creepy at the time. Frank D's in the house. How's it going, Frank?
Hey, what's happening, Frank?
He says Ginger Snaps is a great film. The sequels are a good watch. I like it so much that I got the Second Sight box set, which is a great release. The filmmakers drew inspiration from Carrie. Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah. Did you see that Second Sight release of Reanimator? I know you wouldn't have, Jenks, but oh my god, it's got to be one of the nicest releases they've done.
Is it?
Absolutely stunning. I'll be jumping on that one.
John Moran says Scarecrow is phenomenal. Is this?
It is.
Did it come out in 2000? Oh.
No. It was part of the slasher collection we were talking about. I'm pretty sure it's 80s. I absolutely love that film. It's so underrated. Not many people know that one. It's a proper gem.
Yeah.
You probably haven't seen that a few times.
Wolfman says no books, just shadows. I thought there was no books.
Shadows.
The last one, another one you haven't seen. I should put these in the wrong order. I should have left it. Last one anyway. We're going on longer than we hoped. Bless the Child. Now this film came out 2000. You haven't seen it, Kurt, have you said?
No.
It stars Kim Basinger, however, and it's directed by Chuck Russell, right? Blob and Elm Street 3.
Elm Street 3 or 4.
And Mask. Now, this is heavy on the CGI. It's I only saw it once in the cinema. And
is one of the covers green and it's got a girl floating?
I can't remember. And it's about she adopts this kid, a niece, I think, who's got special powers, and the cult want these sort of devil worshipper people, and it is so bad. They got CGI demons. There's one scene where there's a bin in the daylight and a CGI demons like that, and it looks so bad, and it's just a terrible film. Like, so when did 8 Mile come out?
I don't know.
Anyway, but she just came off the back of an Oscar in 97, 90. When did LA Confidential came out?
LA Confidential, yeah.
In the late to mid 90s, something like that, I'm not sure. But she had an Oscar. She was a great actress. She did this film, and it is absolutely god awful. I wouldn't even say watch it just for a laugh. It is.
It's that bad.
It's really
the worst thing is the script was probably good, and she read that and thought, yeah. But no one told her that there was going to be CGI demons in the day in it.
Yeah, it was at the time, like, as much as I love, what's it called? Devil's Advocate. There was a lot of these demon-y stuff. There was a terrible film called Sin Eater with Heath Ledger came out around this time. Demons and possession, not possession, just
End of Days.
End of Days.
Arnold.
Yeah, all these films were all at that era. It was cool at the time. This is another one of those, and it was fucking crap. But yeah,
I kind of want to watch it, to be honest. I do. I remember seeing the cover in Blockbuster. Yeah. It's got a girl on the cover floating. It's green, I think.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to watch it.
So our top tier is the top tier is American Psycho, What Lies Beneath, Requiem for a Dream, The Gift, no surprises there, and bottom tier, Leprechaun. I said Requiem, man. Leprechaun, 5.
Requiem for a Leprechaun.
Requiem for in the Hood. Blair Witch 2 and Bless the Child. No surprises there. Yes. We're back.
I gotta say, guys, I've had a great time on this live. Thank you, everyone who's turned up this fine Sunday afternoon.
Yes.
I appreciate you all. You're all amazing. I was actually in a bit of a poody coming into this one because I looked at the list and I thought, they're all shit I haven't seen, or at least haven't seen in a long time, 90% of them. But sometimes the shitter the films, the more fun the podcast.
Yes.
Do
Yes.
you know what I mean?
Totally. That's what I thought. Like, we always try to have films we both seen so we can. But I think if there's a couple we haven't, who gives a shit, innit?
Yeah.
It was a bad year for films, but at least there was more films in the top tier than the bottom one, so that's always good. Because when I did my recent Zombie Locker 2000 best zombie films from 2000s, there was a massive row of rotten, like vast majority. But that's the thing about zombie films, is there's mainly shit ones in there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yes, listen, guys, we've had a blast tonight, and we will see you again on Wednesday. We won't be here next weekend because we're going to For the Love of Horror.
Yes.
But we will be
I did buy an extra photo. It's the my lovely girlfriend bought it for me as a surprise.
Well, fair enough.
And it's the Terrifier group photo.
Cool.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Which so I've got a nice amount of photos now. I can't wait. Simon Pegg, come on.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm gonna be a shell. I'm gonna be a shell of myself.
Listen, guys, we've had a blast. We'll be back on Wednesday. Check out Curtis's channel. He's got a few videos on there. Cult Locker. Check out my channel. The links are in the chat. Zombie Locker just dropped a Night of the Living Dead video. One of my better ones. I really enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy making it, but when I edited it down, it was from 18 minutes to 4 minutes. It was quite good. But yes, I really enjoyed making it. I felt more like a documentary review rather than just like what I thought of the film, if that makes sense. So I was talking about the lore and the impact. We've also got an awesome Facebook group. Check it out, under Twisted Locker. And we'll see you on Wednesday. Anything to add, Kurt?
No, I've said my piece. Thank you, guys.
Said your piece. Oops.
I've said my piece. No, thank you, guys, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Yes, appreciate it, guys. Have a nice night.
Cheers, guys.